Hey YouTubers, welcome to Sixes Overdrive. Today I'm going to tell you a little story about border markers and supporting your local shops. Here we go, Sixes Overdrive. I'm going to tell you about the wonderful border city and its many fine things. Now, the cool thing about the border city is, like I said, half is Alberta and half is Saskatchewan, and we have to deal with that every day, whether it be going for your licensing, different ages for going to the bar on different sides of the border. Like, it just goes on and on and on, all these things. There's some things the government's kind of let slide, like we don't do the time change here. That would be really a nightmare, because then half the place would be on mountain time and the other half would be on standard, I think it is. I don't know. We're all on mountain anyway. But guys, the best part about this, and the reason you have to leave your beautiful red rock canyons and stuff, is to come and see the border markers. Can you believe the beauty of the border markers? Guys, let me tell you something about the border markers. They're supposed to represent surveying stakes. Oh, look, we even get to stop at the light so you can look at people out there. See that? Right now, people come here from all over the world to take pictures at our big orange survey stakes, and I think half of them don't realize, I would say more than half, they're actually in the wrong spot, which is kind of funny because they represent surveying, which is supposed to be highly accurate about where things are, and we found out a few years ago that we put them in the wrong spot. They've been here like forever. Okay, like these are a staple of actually of my older childhood. They weren't here when I was younger. It was kind of like when I was just getting ready to leave town. But yeah, they're supposed to be kind of in the middle of the road here. And we missed the whatever it is, 49th parallel or whatever. And yeah, so anyway, beautiful downtown things, but they wouldn't do much good in the middle of the road. There'd be a lot of accidents happening with them. So we just decided to keep them where they are and let people take pictures whenever they want. But it's a must-see, guys. One of the 7 wonders of the world, that's for sure. 7 wonders, I tell you. Don't want to miss coming to Lloydminster for that. And not only that, guys, but we have the straightest prairie roads anywhere. Anywhere in the world. You can't find a more straight road than what we have in Alberta, Saskatchewan, or the prairies. And, you know, it makes Big Sky, Montana. I'm trying to think of something clever to say here, but I can't think of anything, so I'm just going to say, makes Big Sky, Montana look like Little Sky, Montana. That's right. Oh, hey, you know what? I got to stop and see this lady because I think I forgot my book in her store. You like being on YouTube? Yeah. Say hi to everybody. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. My book full of secrets, and you didn't, the government didn't come after you for this, did they? No? Good. Thanks so much. I saw you out here and I was like, I never can see you at 5. I'm always with my kids, so I was like, yeah. I'm glad I did too. See y'all later. See ya. This is where we actually had a little gig that I did, a fundraiser for my son who has Angelman syndrome. And that little video is on the Rock for Angels, I think, on our Sixes Overdrive channel, for all you guys wanting to check out the regular channels to subscribe. But I thought what I'd talk about is, yeah, border city. Like, look at this downtown, guys. Like, it's kind of run down here, and a lot of places are closing down. We got this old Lloydminster City Hall that's a real nice coffee shop now. But other than that, there's not a whole lot nice down here. And this used to be the place to be when I was a kid. Like, there was no mall. We didn't have a Walmart or a Sears or anything like that. But those places came in, and our downtown went seriously downhill. It became a sort of, I don't know, like a ghost town almost. Now they've tried to revitalize it, and they're actually getting people, because we are extremely fortunate in Lloydminster to have a booming oil economy. And it's really crazy how many new vehicles and stuff you see in this area. Like, we are very fortunate. But it's very hard for the small businesses to do anything in here, because they have an unfair disadvantage to some of those big retail shops like Walmart and Sears and stuff like that. Those guys come into the town, and as a demand for jobs and everything else, they go to your local city and they say, you know what? We're not going to pay our taxes. We're not going to do any of that stuff. We just want to come in and we'll supply jobs and blah blah blah. So they get all these tax breaks and everything. Rent's obviously cheaper because they're able to build their own buildings, and you know what? We all flock to their stores like a bunch of lemmings, buying all the same crap from them that they sell to everybody else, that they get cheaper, that half the time is made cheaper than what your local guys get it for, because you know, you buy a TV and it says an LG 500 Fi and theirs is an LG 500 FP or something like that. And all it means is they put a cheaper circuit board in it and we're able to sell it for 50 bucks less. But you know what, guys? There's local guys here that are closing down all the time, and I'm sure it's the same wherever you are. So what I wanted to say about our lovely border town is, as it gets bigger and bigger, the small guy gets pushed out more and more. So which brings me to my point, which is support your local vendors. Like the guys that have the little mom and pop shops, and some of them are successful, some of them not so much, some of them are just scraping by. But you know, I guess we'll liken it back to the motorcycle stuff, because our motorcycle, in a small town, I'm sure a lot of you know that it's really hard to get good gear or some of the aftermarket accessories for your motorbike, things like that. But you know what? All of the little mechanics in town and your bike dealerships and all of them, they have the same Parts Canada that they have in the big city or at the big chain stores. You can go there and you can order whatever you want. Even if you feel the need to go down there and try on sizes for jackets or pants or something like that, it's not a big deal. You can try it on, find a size you like, come back to your local dealer, you know, and give him a little bit of the profit. Why not? Let's keep the guy in business, because you know, those guys, it's not Walmart, Zellers, and Target and all those things that are coming back and saying, you know, when I go to do a fundraiser for my son with the Angelman Syndrome Society, it's not those guys that are giving me money. It's the guys, the local guys in my community, the same guys that have their sons and daughters enrolled in schools that my sons and daughters go to. And, you know, if we're not supporting them, they're just going to go broke. Yeah, it might cost a little bit more. Let's face it. You know, they probably don't get the same deals at a Walmart or a Zellers or... and it might sound like I'm picking on Walmart, don't get me wrong. I do go there for some stuff. Sometimes there's just things that I can't buy anywhere else and I need right away, and I pick them up. But whenever possible, if you got the choice to actually buy a, let's just say as an example, a beautiful waffle iron for your wife, and you got the local guys that run a local home hardware here, or you got the big chain store, why not just go to this local one where you know all the guys, and the owner and everything is part of your community, making donations in your community, spending his money in your community, instead of going somewhere where they just farm everything out to whoever wants it, and you know, and it doesn't come back to your community hardly ever. Like, sure, they do the odd charity thing, but it usually means the staff gets together and does stuff, or they put up a sign in the store that says donate themselves. They don't actually put a whole lot of money into that kind of stuff. You know, unless they can get an advertising campaign out of it to make it work right. Yeah, I know I've gone in there, and it's to do my I do a bike ride called Ride for Angels that I've done last 2 years, where we go on this long bike ride, 600 kilometers, and we raise funds. And I go to some of those chains, and I finally just said, you know what? why don't I advertise for the local guys? Because they're the ones giving me all the money, and not even ask these big guys for money. Because all I get whenever I go in there is, fill out this form, we'll put it to a committee, blah, 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 blah. And I understand that. They have 5 billion people looking for money on a daily basis from them. So they have to do it in a systematic way that pleases everybody and doesn't upset anybody. And we'll get back to you. But it's the local guys. The guys that your son and daughter are hanging out with in their spare time after school, that you go to the kids with, that you play hockey with, or soccer, football, whatever. These are the people that are out in the stand. And you can hold your head up high saying, I supported this local guy. I'm wearing the jacket that he sold me. He's bought the house that I sold him. And I got my work done from that local mechanic over there. And he bought another house for me. This guy bought a shed for me. You know what? It just goes around. It comes right back to your community. You guys go spend that money on eBay or something, trying to get the best deal, saving yourself 15, 20 bucks on something. And what you don't realize is, and some of us don't have jobs where we're not selling, or some of us don't have jobs where we're trying to sell something to people. And, you know, like teachers or people who work in government offices. But I don't think it's any different. You're still, the more you spend money at your local retailer, the bigger he's going to get, so that you can actually get some of the things that you want from him. So that's my rant about buying local or shopping local, and my rant about living in Lloydminster. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say, and I hope that if you did enjoy it, that you hit the thumbs up button, the like button, and if you really loved it, I hope you share it with somebody that you think would love it as well. And that way, when you all look at the end of at the bottom of the video, there's a nice subscribe button. I hope you all will click the subscribe button, so you know we can break. You know, I just recently saw Ride Victoria, and he was doing a big contest for breaking 10,000 subscribers. I'm here to try and break 10 subscribers. If I can break 10 subscribers, I'll do an on-camera video dance. How do you like that? That's right. The sexy Sixes Overdrive is going to do the sweetest dance he ever saw for his 10 subscribers. Okay, guys. Sixes Overdrive out.